I'm going to make this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but I started out a couple years ago wondering where my life was going to go. I guess I've wondered that my whole life, but a couple years ago I started seeing biblical prophecy come true. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I do a lot of stuff wrong in my life. I've done numerous things wrong, and I've asked for forgiveness. You know, 2.5 years ago, I was on a bus. I went to a website called BibleUFO.com. Some other videos had led me to it, you know, whatever. And I was reading, and I had read the Bible. You know, I've known the Bible my whole life. But I was reading these different interpretations of the Hebrew word from the Old Testament, and I was astounded by it. And that day I was drinking a little bit, because I was sad inside, I guess. It's not an excuse, I guess, whatever. But I was sad inside because I'm like, I believed in God my whole life. You know? And I know Jesus is real. And lo and behold, this person, we'll call him a person, got on the bus. And I'm sitting at the back of the bus, and he just walks toward me, sits down right next to me, diagonal from me. And this bus is packed. It's got maybe 50 people on it. And this dude looks directly at me. He could look at anybody else. If it was just somebody preaching, whatever, he could look at anybody. He did. He looked right at me. And he said, are you going to heaven or hell? He just looked right at me in the eyes. And I wasn't depressed that day. I was shocked. Because I had actually believed, and I didn't know it would take 2 years for me to get this whole message. You know, where this road, this path, this information I was going to be finding out was going to lead me to. I had no idea the stuff that I now know. I had no clue. And you got to ask yourself, what are the odds of all this? It's impossible. Calculate. Huh. But he looks right at me. He goes, are you going to heaven or hell? I looked at him and said, I don't know, basically. I was like, yeah, you know, the parable of the fig tree. I told him. I said, you know, the parable of the fig tree, the time's near. And this dude knew the Bible, because the dude was like, well, yeah, the parable of the fig tree. He mentioned it before I had even said the parable of the fig tree. So I said, you know, Jesus said that a generation of 70 years from when Israel would become a nation, that would be the second coming. You know, within that generation, time period. And the dude knew it was the parable of the fig tree, so he knew his stuff. Wow. I didn't know where this was leading. I don't know who he was, where he came from, but the odds of him just appearing on this day after I go to this website, I don't know what you want to call it, destiny, fate, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. What are the odds of this dude just looking right at me, appearing, talking about this stuff like an hour after I had gone to this website? If there wasn't some purpose for my life. Okay? Well, my answer to that dude is this, very simple. I'm already in hell, my friend. Okay? Call it what you want. The prince of this world, the devil, the Lord God of Israel. I'm already there. You know, I've done a lot wrong in my life. A lot of it. But I know that the future is not going to be told to me by the devil. You understand? I'm not going to let him take me down. You know, sometimes I do stuff wrong. Going to bars, going to a couple bars, you know, lately. I shouldn't have. I'm over that. I'm done with that. Because I realize one thing. So, this is my message to the other sheep. I know that I'm one of them. Because I've heard this on man's voice. He's shown me the things that I know. The things that I've discovered in the Bible, there's no way I could have discovered them had he not wanted me. I'm not done. It's impossible. There's no way. So this is my message to not only that guy. I'm just going to get that out in the open. It appeared to me on the bus. Buddy, you ain't taking me with me. You ain't going to have control of me. I'm already in hell, okay? I'm going to leave this place. I don't hate the world. I don't love it either. I ain't perfect, and I'm not a hypocrite. I've been a hypocrite in my life. I'm not going to be a hypocrite anymore, okay? I've learned my lesson. And sometimes it takes even the strongest. I'm not that strong. But it doesn't matter. Sometimes it takes us. It takes us learning lessons, beatings, if you will, fallings, to learn. You can call it enlightenment. You can call it whatever you want. Because I'm starting to learn a lot of things. But, you know, for everything that I've done, I haven't been faithful in a lot of things. I'll name that right now. I'll say that out in the open because I'm not a hypocrite. The Son of Man, I'll say this to him himself, Jesus himself. I haven't been faithful in a lot of things. And I want to be forgiven, because forgiveness is hope. It is hope for a better future, for us, a new start, if you will, a new beginning, a new life. I know where the world's going. I know what's going to happen. There's no doubt. In fact, millions of people, Christians alike, whatever, they know what's coming. The 10 virgins all know that the second coming is near. You know, half of them are wise, half of them are foolish. Even those foolish, they see the signs. They're not stupid. Okay. But I will say one thing, and it's probably the most important. I have been faithful in one thing. Maybe the only thing. I don't know. Jesus said, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death." What was he talking about? The saying which Jesus was talking about was the same saying that he was sent to this earth to reveal to the Jews and the Gentiles, all alike. First to the Jews and to Jerusalem. He was sent here to reveal the truth about the real Father, and that the Lord God of the Old Testament was the devil pretending to be God. He wasn't God. And this is the truth that he came to reveal. It wasn't, about this or about that. He kept the Father saying. He was faithful. Jesus remained faithful. Jesus remained faithful because he kept the Father saying. That same saying, I have kept. I have kept it because I've been preaching it. Okay? Whether it's being in jail and being hit by a cop, I may not have known it all. In fact, I didn't know the final message until just a couple months ago, until I made this December 21st video. I had no idea where this was all leading. I knew a small bit. He gave me pieces of it. But even through it, I was still faithful, because I kept his saying. When he said, "Yea, of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do," he was a liar and a murderer from the beginning, and abode not of the truth, for he's a liar and the father of it. When Jesus spoke that, he was revealing that the Lord God of the Old Testament was the devil. I have been faithful, even if it's on one thing. I've kept his saying. And Jesus said, if you'll keep my sayings, I will love you and the Father will love you. Therefore I do know that the Father loves me. Maybe I wasn't faithful in a lot of things, but I was faithful in one thing. And by far to me that's the most important, because I had no idea. But to that end I have been faithful, and I'll always be faithful. Why? Because once you start to see the truth, you realize how evil the Lord God of the Old Testament. I'm not going to judge him, but whatever. How evil that is, to kill the Son of Man and then try to come back and claim to be Jesus himself. You say you're God, you're a God, but you couldn't do what he did. You didn't have enough love in you to do what Jesus went through. Jesus went through it because of love. And, he did that knowing that he was going to die. He did that so that we might know the truth, that we might have life. He did that for people like me. You know? So that's love, my friend, and that's truth. And the Lord God of Israel, you'll never obtain that truth because you're not capable of it. Because deep down you're evil. You're the very definition of darkness and destruction. Total chaos, my friend. And if you think that I'm saying that I'm good enough to escape, no, I'm not. I know that. I do so much stuff wrong, it's not even funny. So I'm not saying that. But at the same time, I don't stay here on earth to worship darkness, because I'm not dark, my friend. Okay? I'm not dark. I'm not perfect. Jesus said there's only one good. That's the Father. And the Father is good. You know? I've discovered a lot about Him and still learning. So I guess I'm making this video because this is something I gotta say. This is stuff I have to get out. Whoever sees it. But even if one of the other sheep from the other fold see this message, it's for you. That you might know. I'm not afraid to admit to my mistakes because I make them all the time, every day. But now I'm going to change. I've gotten it out of my system. Some things we have to do things. We don't understand why. I don't know. I'm stupid, I know that. But it's time. So I'm going to get this out. This is what I'm doing. I want to go up because I want a new beginning. I want to change. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want it. I don't know what it is I want. Whatever. The Father, whatever direction He takes us in, the Shepherd, Jesus, whatever direction, I follow Him. Because He's true. He doesn't lie. He loves me. He hasn't hurt me. And He's revealed the truth. I've been hurt all my life. In part, maybe because of my own doing. I don't know. But I've been hurt all my life on this earth. I'm not crying about it. That's life, I guess. Suck it up. I'm not dumb. I will. But I want a new beginning because there's something better out there. I mean, look up, people. I don't care. Call it universe, dimension, whatever. There's other stuff out there. And I want to know it. I want to discover it. And perhaps in the future, I can never buy it. I don't have any money, man. You know? I can't buy anything. I can't afford to buy it if there's a price, which I know there's not. But I guess my point is that I'm ready. I know I am. But the Son of Man, I have been faithful in that. I've kept His saying. And I will. I've got 8 weeks. Whether I go or not, I've got 8 weeks till this happens. I'm going to remain faithful. In these last 8 weeks, I'm going to do what I can. I'm only one human being. I'm going to do what I can to get this message out. However, it starts now with this video. I'm gonna do what I said I would do, whatever it is. It's the truth. Trying to get it to whoever will listen, even if it's 2 other people I can get in 8 weeks, you know. Because that's where it's got to begin somewhere. It's going to begin now, you know. So the other sheep out there, if one of you hears this, I ask you to forgive me for all the wrongs that I've done, because I've done a lot of them, and I'm sorry for it. But I want to make a new future. I want a new me. I don't know what it is I want. But there's got to be something out there. I mean, I don't want what's happening to this world. I don't want people to die. I'm not evil. I don't know what to do because I don't have all those answers, you know? And I guess maybe in part that's why I've done what I do, because when I do stuff wrong, I still in my heart, I can't understand it. How the world, like with what Syria and everything, how the world can be the way it is. And I've done plenty of my own mistakes. I've done a lot of, whatever, stuff I'm not proud of. But I'm not evil. And if he's willing to give me a chance, I want to go. Because without that, where's the hope? How, without wanting to become something better, or asking for help when you need it, how can you ever obtain it? I need it. I need His help. And I want to follow Him. And I believe I'm going to be allowed to, and I hope so. This will, in part, why I'm doing this. But I'm not doing it because it's what's right, first. Because I do believe in Jesus. And He's helped me, and Him and the Father have helped me. So this is my message. and even to the Son of Man. I'm going to remain faithful these last 8 weeks, my friend. You've always been there for you. You never hurt me. You've never done anything wrong to me. So I admit to my mistakes, and I ask for forgiveness. It has to start there. It's got to start somewhere. Well, now I'm asking for it because now I need it. So I'm going to remain faithful the last 8 weeks. But anyway, I want to make this video for anybody else who sees this. December 21st is in 2 weeks. The first day of winter. If you haven't watched my other video, I suggest you watch the one on December 21st, 2012. Because you will discover a lot. You got 8 weeks, and this ark's coming. And whoever, a lot of people are going to be taken up on December 20th or December 21st. I don't know the exact hour, but I know it's going to happen. They're going to be taken up right before the world destroys itself by wars and uses nukes against each other. The ark's leaving. Well, at least it's going up there. I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't know what's going to happen when we're up there. The marriage is going to happen. I know that's in the Gospel of Matthew, I believe. But anyway, my hair's starting to turn white. I would imagine that's what the bridal garment is spoken of when Jesus gave the parable about the wedding. So on that day, on December 20th, December 21st, I'm going to be out in the middle of an ocean. But truth has to start somewhere, okay, people? And you have to get it out. It's like why I'm making this video, because you have to. I ain't perfect, man. I make so many mistakes. Lately I've made some not too bad ones, but whatever. Just going to a bar, doing whatever, man. I do it because I hurt inside sometimes, and it's like I don't know what to do. People won't listen. I mean, some of them are. There are some people. My friend Tara listen. There's some people that are listening, but the others that don't. I walk down the street and I can't help it. I see all these people. Some mothers, some fathers, whatever, going down the street, and I'm just like, man, if you just would wake up. There's so much good out there. There's good things out there, man. There's good stuff. And this stuff that's written doesn't have to happen. It's possible to even change it now if humanity would just open their eyes. And I'm one person. I can't do it all. Phil Collins is out there doing it. Eminem's helping. Or whatever. People giving them this message out. It's your wake-up call. Okay? You got 8 weeks. It's a wake-up call, people. Religion is God, the Father, and the Son of Man are real. But it's like Jesus said to them back then, you say he is your God, you have not known him. I haven't known him fully, but I'm starting to learn things. He's beautiful, he's perfect. And that's my message. Whoever, man, even if you hear this message, watch my other videos. Do the reading, take the time. And you'll be astounded at the truth once you know it. And even if you go to one person, don't be afraid, man. Go and tell them, say, look, God doesn't kill people. God doesn't have to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because people are gay, okay? It's not God, it was the devil. He doesn't have to do that. And this whole end times thing about this Antichrist and Islam, it's to get these religions to fight each other, humanity to kill each other. Wake up, people. You're going to be doing this to yourselves. And it hurts inside because people don't see the truth. But even if you hear this video and you go out and you tell one person, you'll save their life, man. I mean, it's just a living soul. You'll save them. Why would you not do that? Anyway, that's my message. I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I ain't perfect. Far from it. I'm probably the least of any of the sheep. Hey, I'm just thankful to be one. I'm thankful if he gives me a chance just to it's not just to save my life. I mean, whatever. I don't want to die. But it's to be given a chance to become something better. Because why do I want to wake up every day? Same thing, no life, whatever. I'm not crying about what's given to me. I'm thankful for a lot of stuff. But I want something better. I know there's other things out there. I know there's so much out there, and I want to learn. I can't do it on my own. I have no clue. But I know that he does. And I want to follow him. And so that's my message. So, any of the other sheep who hear this, I want to go up. I think I'm ready. Not perfectly, but I am. And I'm gonna be faithful the next 8 weeks. Anybody else who watches this is my message. Watch my other videos and you'll realize that Jesus was revealing in the Gospel of John that the Lord God of the Old Testament, the one who gave the 10 Commandments, the one who destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, was the devil pretending to be God. Not only that, there was technology involved. So, this is it. So we got 8 weeks. Anybody who sees this, get out there, man. Get out there and tell the truth. Watch my videos. Tell the truth. Because the truth will set you free, my friend. And it's hard. But those who are ready, we got 8 weeks and it's time. Alright. So this is it, people.